DreamHack Open is brought to you by CORSAIR, Intel, and Monster Energy.
A beautiful new day is dawning over DreamHack Open Summer, and today it's all about NA as it's semi-finals time. After what's been an intense week of competition, we've whittled down 8 North American teams to just 4. Now we must slice the competition in half once again, as only 2 places are up for grabs in the grand finals this Sunday. It's sure to be another action-packed day of Counter-Strike with everything on the line. But the question is, who will hang on to their tournament life and who will stay within a shot of taking the trophy? Joining me to answer all those questions and so many more are, of course, Maui and CORSAIR. Now, Maui, you had a bit of a chill day yesterday. You were off the desk. What did you get up to?
What did I do? I actually cooked dinner with a couple of friends. Made it socially acceptable. Just not too many people. Just a couple of friends. And but I did catch Barton. I will say that I caught a little bit of Barton. Saw what he did, and it was better than the dinner I had. I'll say that.
Man, anybody that didn't catch Barton yesterday, they were definitely living under a rock. And CORSAIR, you have been on board for all of the games here at DreamHack Open Summer, so you must be so excited to be getting into the semi-finals.
I am excited, and you guys are right. If you missed Barton's action yesterday, you're gonna want to go back and take a look at that VOD, because not only was Barton showing up, it was all of Team 1 just putting on a showstopper and upsetting Cloud9. Yeah, this was Maui. I think this was the clip you wanted to highlight.
Yeah. The way that Barton was able to defend B inner for 3 rounds straight. In 3 rounds, he had 10 kills at B site. And Cloud9, they kept challenging him, but I mean, he did hit every shot. Those were spectacular shots. I mean, it was, huh? Sorry?
That helps. That always helps.
Yeah, absolutely. It wasn't like they were even doing a bad job. They were scaling pretty well at him. You could see one of those kills he got on Floppy back bomb train. That was a tough shot, but he was just up to the challenge, and he really helped propel Team 1 to get an upset victory there.
He was absolutely nuts. And you know, the best bit is we're going to be seeing more of him today. But speaking of those highlights, Potter, I know you've got a moment that you want to share.
Yeah, I just wanted to touch back on Issa. Yesterday, for OG's side of things, Issa seemed to be the player that always maintained his composure. He looked so cool, calm, and collected, and this was one of those rounds. The scoreline here is 11-12. OG is down numbers. Issa, his entire team just got wiped out towards that A bomb site, but he already booked it from that A ramp all the way back to mid, and that spray down to clutch out the round. It was beautiful, and that wasn't the only clutch that Issa provided yesterday either.
Yeah, and of course he won our MVP of the day, and definitely well deserved to him. But of course, none of those moments would have been possible without our awesome sponsors, Monster Energy, CORSAIR, and Intel. Thank you so much for helping make these magical moments at DreamHack Open Summer possible. But with that, I think it's time to start delving into today. And we're going to start off, with some bad habits. That's what we're going to be discussing today. And I feel like we should start off by talking about our bad habits inside Counter-Strike, because I know you guys, everybody has some. Mine is thinking that I'm art. He is my favorite player to watch, so I am holding W every single round. I'm sure some of the people that I play with might be in the chat, and they can definitely attest to that. But Potter, I'm going to throw you under the bus. You must have a bad habit within Counter-Strike.
Yeah, I guess mine is, it's got to be changing the res, right? Or changing my crosshair. I always change my crosshair. It's like, if I die, if I don't have a good round, console is immediately coming out and I'm typing some sort of command into that console. So that was definitely a bad habit. And one, I guess it's not so bad, it's kind of cool, is inspecting your knives. You know, you get one good off shot, and all of a sudden you're bunny hopping away, just inspecting your knife. You feel like you're on top of the world, and then you just get owned.
I could
you get immediately traded out.
James Bardolph has literally just lent me a knife. He's lent me a karambit fade, and I was going around DM today for the first time in like a week, and I'm just whipping it out, and I'm dying from every single angle. But what about you, Maui? Do you have any particularly guilty habits in Counter-Strike?
Yeah, I always am that guy that's anchoring a bomb site, and I think maybe I can pull out this one more nade to help me out defending this. And I always think, oh, they're all rushing me, but I really want to throw this flashbang, and then I'll just die throwing the nade. Maybe I half blind a few of them, but at the same time, probably should just have my gun out. I always just want to be that, just get that util out, just use the util. But
it's that
comes back to bite me.
That timing, isn't it? It's never on point, really. But we also had a chance to check in with some of the players. Of course, they have no bad habits within Counter-Strike, so they answered about real life, the outside world. Let's take a look.
I mean, I think the only bad habit is my diet's been a little bit worse, but I haven't put on very much weight. Considering I have no gym, it's not the worst. Definitely been eating a little bit more, but nothing like completely absurd. I don't think Zeppo showers. He orders food 12 times a day.
I think we have one man in the team who has a very, very bad habit. I'm actually gonna tell his name here. His name is Keita, and one time he didn't shower for 3 days in a row, and I think that's a bad habit, even though you're staying at home.
Not really. I haven't acquired really any bad habits. You know, I'm a gamer, so just living the gamer life better. You know, don't have to be forced to go outside. I can just stay inside, and no one cares. Yeah, I guess the quarantine just made it, you know, everyone likes gaming, but now, you know, you got all these closet gamers that don't usually play all day, and now they get to play all day. So, you know, quarantine's fun, I guess.
I think just playing too much is gonna be a bad habit, but I mean, that's my life, so. So, I mean, I'm good.
Showering seems to be an issue within the CSGO community, man. You guys are nasty.
Say it, bro. No. Come on, guys, please shower.
It's the one
Body
thing
hygiene needs to be up a little bit more on that priority list, I think.
Well, you know what? We just heard from the man himself, and I think it's time to get into our tip of the day. I hope it might be about showering, but let's hear from Vinny.
My tip of the day would be just creating a routine, like to practice. I mean, even individually, like have a thing to do every single day, because that's the only way you're gonna prove, like, to long term.
I think that's a very interesting point. You know, with all of us in quarantine and lockdown, it can be easy to let that routine slip, Christine.
Yeah, definitely so. And I love that tip, actually. It's such a simple, easy tip to do, right? It's just making an effort to put out a schedule for yourself. It's those small goals, actually. This correlates to the tip of the day we had the other day, which is just making sure that you have a goal for yourself, a plan, something that you can start at the beginning of the day and accomplish by the end of it. So I love that coming out of Vinny.
Well, speaking of accomplished, we're going to be accomplishing something today, and that is cutting 2 teams from the lineup. Only 2 can go forward to the grand finals. But before we do that, I think it's time that we take a little bit of a recap of our brackets. We're going to start off over in EU. We're not going to be seeing any of these games play out today, but this is what we are going to be seeing tomorrow. Complexity versus Heroic, Big versus OG. Maui, I think these are the teams that we expected to be going through.
Yeah, they are. Would have liked to see some kind of upset there, and it looked like Endpoint for a second there may have delivered that. I mean, they were getting pretty close on that second map. Who knows what would have happened on Vertigo, but Heroic did get themselves over the line at the end of the day.
Yeah, they did indeed. And then moving over to NA, this is where we are going to be landing ourselves today. And I think there are going to be some spicy matchups indeed. We've got Furia versus Chaos, and then Liquid versus Team One, Christine. I am so excited to see them again.
I am excited as well. I'm glad that we're going to get to see Liquid. It's been too long. It hasn't been 24 hours, but you know, I'm excited to see Grim in that server once again. Moses has had some time to marinate over on the Liquid side. So see what kind of changes he brings to that course. And of course, the opening match, Furia versus Chaos, that should be wild.
And on that note, I think it's time we get today's games underway. Blood, sweat, and tears have been shed to make it here to the semis. And of course, it is not over. It is all on the line with only one place in the grand finals. It's the Giants of Furia taking on Steel's Men of Chaos, and it's all going down after this.